What's up guys, Vulcan Trader here. Just wanted to do a quick update. I've made a few more changes and might continue to do so, we'll see. But anyway, two sectors that I think are to be really good going forward are solar and real estate, and then charts are showing that too and that they're bottoming. So solar, the reason is, well, you get something called Swanson's Law, and it's similar to, what's it called? It's the law for doubling of semiconductors, but anyway, it's like there's some law that says like semiconductor capacity doubles every so many years. I can't remember how many it is, but basically the microchips get smaller and smaller and more efficient. But you got the same thing called Swanson's Law for solar panels, and named after Richard Swanson, big American solar cell manufacturer. Suggests that the cost of photovoltaic cells needed to generate solar power falls by 20% with each doubling of global manufacturing capacity. But essentially the gist of it is, over time, solar panels keep getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and we already kind of hit the crossing point within the last 5 years where the cost of solar panels versus, let's see if I make a cross here, how much it costs to get a solar system that'll provide all the energy for your home makes sense. And I have friends in my last neighborhood and another good friend of mine that got solar in his house recently. Basically any newer home that's decently energy efficient, it usually makes sense. And even on ones that aren't, like mine house is not that energy efficient, but even it could even potentially work on mine just because I think cost of money is so low as well. So they can finance them over, 20 years at, 3-4% if you have really good credit, I think, certain ones. But anyway, point is that solar will probably become mainstream, and you might, places that are real sunny, Arizona, Texas, yada, yada, or maybe even California. I'm not as familiar with there, but anyway, I'd say any really sunny places, you'll see it start to happen there. Maybe even half the U.S., let's say, will have solar, and then you could even have less sunny places eventually as they get more efficient in later years. But I'd say this is a trend that might last over the next 5 to 10 years. And then so anyway, how I'm playing that is, we got, SunPower, actually, the guy that the law's made after he started this company. So I bought this one. The chart looked really good. It's kind of like your Minervini volatility contraction setup after a drop, and then we just broke the 50-day moving average, looking really nice. And then SEDG is another one. It's like a growth solar manufacturer, but that I found out from Investors Business Daily years ago. But it's always been doing really good, going up over time, and then it's been sideways for a while, has kind of a little thing here, and then but anyway, you could either buy the stock or buy some maybe 6-month calls for these, let's say, or something like that. And then as far as real estate, there's probably going to be a real estate boom or bubble, kind of blow off top in the next 3 to 6 years, let's say, probably either ending in 2024 or 2026. And if you want to read about, I'm reading this book, The Secret Life of Real Estate and Banking, but basically talks about how everyone acts like it never happened before, and real estate always goes up, but then as each generation passes, the newest generation forgets about it. So he says every 18 years you get a real estate bubble, or every 14 years from the bottom, which the top was, it was somewhere 06 to 08, so you got 18 years from there, or from the bottom was 2010, I would say, of the crash. So 14 years there, 2024. So anyway, somewhere ending around there. So we're like some years out from it. And then you got these companies that are disrupting the real estate space, which is Redfin and Open Door. So Redfin only has $6 billion market cap. I mean, you got companies like Peloton selling the workout bikes at, 30 to 50 billion at the top, and Zoom, which is also valued that high, and I'd say Redfin is probably just as valuable as far as just the real estate industry cutting out commissions and stuff like that, to where you can do it partially yourself or get it cheaper, because they just had kind of a monopoly on that, all the local multiple listing services or MLSs. And then I don't know that much about Open Door, but other than the fact that I know it's a way that you can kind of show your house yourself like you would on the MLS or something like that without an agent or something like that. But anyway, I know some people in our last neighborhood that used it, and so This one also looks like it's bottoming too, but so these could be longer term plays. I could see Redfin, being worth 60 billion is not a high valuation. It's only at 6 now, so maybe it goes 10x somewhere between now and 2024. And then Open Door, probably same thing. It's at 9 billion, but anyway, those two together, it's kind of real estate play plus real estate disruption, and they should get lots of sales, I would think, as you kind of get sort of a hype period in real estate like 05 to 08 as we're coming into. But the only thing is, so on these, I have them for now, but then I'm thinking, well, my thought is crypto, I think, is going to be the faster horse. I still might go 100% crypto, but if you're someone that wants to be diversified more, these would be the plays. Maybe you do 50%, even if I want to be more diversified, I want to be still heavy in crypto, maybe 50% crypto, and then 25% these real estate plays, 25% solar, and then something like that. Or you could do a third, but anyway, I'm just more aggressive, and these will go up, but I still expect crypto to go up faster till the end of the year, and then maybe beginning next year, maybe I'd roll into some of this type of stuff more if it still looked all right, depending on the charts. But still some pretty interesting stuff to think about, look at, and I guess if you want to look, Zillow would be another one you could do for real estate if you wanted to get a couple more, a bigger basket of ones. And then as far as my solar list, I'll pull that up here, but another good one might be like Run. But it's already kind of moving up. I was picking one that hadn't moved up as much yet. It was still in a sideways pattern. Run I still think is a good one, or Nova, or anyway. But those two that I picked, they look pretty good as far as the pattern, buying them right now. And so I bought some of those for the time being, but I still might sell them pretty soon and rotate into crypto if Bitcoin breaks the 50-day moving average, like I've talked about before. If it has a strong close above the 50, but I'm gonna hold those real estate and solar plays in the meantime, and I'm still 50% crypto even right now as far as my swing trading account. But so like, subscribe, and if you got any experience with Redfin, Open Door, or if you even know any good solar companies or stocks are doing good, and I got a buddy that sells solar who I might actually do my house with eventually, but he was saying sales are doing great for solar. So, but if you know anyone that knows much about Redfin, Open Door, comment on that for me, because I need to probably do some more research on it. But I feel, from what I know, just osmosis, what I picked up, they seem to be pretty good. So anyway, like, subscribe, comment. Thanks, appreciate it.